The right to housing is a focus area in the promotion of human rights in South Africa. Kungako nje uhulumende asungule lihlelo lokwakhela abantu tindlu mahala phecelezi ke ema-RDP. Kanti ke namabhange sekabolekisa kalula ngemali yokuthenga tindlu. Kepha ke noma ke uhlala kuyo leyo ndlu akusiyo yakho ude uceze kuyibhadalela. Lokubhlungu ukuthi ke libhange lingayithatha noma kunini uma ungasakwadi kuyibuyisela isikweleti salo. Banyende ke lasebake baba kule simo. Mina ke ngisimpiwe Ngcongwane kanti ke leli ilungelo lakho asisingene endzabeni yefe namhla. Now, thousands and thousands of homeowners lose their properties every year after falling into arrears on their mortgage bonds. One consumer from Garankuwa, that's a township north of Pretoria, is refusing to be counted among such consumers. Now, Given Ngwane is fighting tooth and nail after a Pretoria High Court decision gave Standard Bank permission to sell his house for next to nothing. Yebo ke mbukeli, ngabe ke uke waba sesimeni sekuxakeka ngemali wangasakwadi ukubhadalela isikweleti sendlu yakho. Mhlawumbe ke libhange lagcina selithengisile leyo ndlu ngemali encane kakhulu. Luhlelo lwanamhla lithinza wena. Asasive ke nangumbiko lesilethelwa nguNomvuyo Ntanjana.
uGiven Ngwane ebesandula ukutshata ngethuba ethenga lendlu ngo-2011. Njengaye nabani na iphupha lakhe lokwenzela usapho lwakhe ikhaya belifezekisiwe. Kodwa ngenxa yemeko izinto zatshintsha.
By the time it went to auction, the value of this house was 470,000 and they sold it for 40,000.
Uthethe nebhanki ukufumana isisombululo. Ibhanki yavuma ukuba ahlawule isiqingatha senhlawulo yakhe yenyanga isithuba senyanga ezintandathu kuphela. Esinye isiqingatha safakwa kwimali asemva ngayo ngenhlawulo nebekulindeleke ukuba abesele uyigqibile ukuyihlawula emva kwenyanga ezintandathu. Esi sivumelwano khange sisombulule ingxaki zakhe. Ukusuka apho uye waphulukana nomsebenzi wakhe. Kulapho ke ibhanki iye yamcebisa ukuba athengise lendlu phantsi kwenkqubo yabo ebizwa ngokuba yi-EasySell. Nelungiselelwe ukunceda abantu abanengxaki egumila kunje.
That's when I started defaulting altogether because I was not able to afford the installment of 5,000.
Ukuze imncede ibhanki bekufuneka nonkosikazi wakhe atyikitye amaphepha. Uthi uye wala ke unkosikazi wakhe. Iqale apho ke ingxaki. Ibhanki iye yathengisa indlu yakhe nge-40,000 rand.
The first thing that I did, because I was so surprised, the first question that I asked them is that if I fail to pay my installment, does it affect the value of the house? If I fail to pay, does it affect the value of the house? They said no. I said, but why are you selling it for 40,000? And how does the debt happen? Because I don't know how to tell you that time when I found out that it was sold for 40,000. No, I don't know how to explain this. It was so sad. It was so painful. I feel like I've lost everything.
Ngoku uzama ukucela umngeni kwesi sigqibo kwinkundla ephakamileyo yasePitoli. Amagqwetha alwela amalungelo oluntu azama ukumnceda ngelithi inkundla bekufanele ukuba ayivumanga ukuba lendlu ithengiswe ngalendlela. Akayedwanga ke uNkwane. Bangaphaya kwe-200 abanini zindlu abafake amatyala kwinkundla yomgaqo siseko kulonyaka uphelileyo becela umngeni ekuthathweni kwezindlu zabo kuba besemva kwenhlawulo. Ezi zindlu ziye zithengiswe kwifandesi ngexabiso eliphantsi. Eli qela lifuna ukuba izindlu zalo ezithengiswa kwifandesi zithengiswe noko ngokwexabiso lazo. Balufumene ke uloyiso nanjengoko kuqala ngoDisemba wonyaka ophelileyo kuye kwamiselwa umthetho omtsha onyanzelisa ukuba kujongwe ixabiso lendlu xa ithengiswa kwifandesi. Ezi ndaba zingabe zifike emva kwexesha kuNkwane kodwa zinkundla zamatyala eziza kuthatha isigqibo kweli tyala. Nomvuyo Ntanjana, Yilungelo Lakho.
Siyabonga ke kuNomvuyo Ntanjana ngalo mbiko. Kucoca kabanti ngale ndzaba asasimukele ke zodwa Madiba lomele ke inhlangano iSoweto Electricity Crisis Committee. Phinde sibe naye ke na King Sibiya lovela ke Yilungelo Lakho Human Rights Foundation. Besimeme ke neBanking Association of South Africa kepha ke abakhonanga kuba nathi namhla. Babe namake siyabonga ehleleni sanibonana.
Siyabonga nathi siyabulela nathi siphiwe.
Make Madiba ngidawucala ngawe. Obviously, it's in the bank's interest to recover its arrears through the sale of property. Why ninenelo nemabhange?
Ngaqala la ukuthi i-shelter isidingo somuntu. Ngaphandle kwayo akho into engayenza. Ngibuyisele futhi ngithi umuntu aze agcine abe asilwa nebhenki ufune imali ebhenki ngoba efuna i-shelter esasebenza kuyahamba umsebenzi uyaphela retrench kuwo konke lokho beke retrenchiwe akasena mali ukuthi abhadale. Enye mingayibuyisela futhi ukuze kube nengxaki is because ama agent laba abathengisa izindlu mebe sayinisa umuntu abamchazeli na kahle yenye leyo ngoba yena ufuna nje ukuyazi ukuthi uzoyenza njena i-commission bese uyandlula kuwe akuthengisele leyo ndlu leyo okuzamuva akasazingeni ingxaki seyisele nawo khona kuleyo part leyo ufune indlu hayi ukuthi ufune indlu ngoba ushayina or ufuna ukucha isimo nimpintshekile ekhaya uthole umsebenzi uapply uthole ibond umndeni uyakhula uyasebenza okunye isalary yakho ayikwazi ukufeza izinto ezisendlini abantwana bayakhula kuya esikolweni kule salary loyitholayo iyakumpintsha ugcina ungasakhoni ukufinyelela kulesivumelane enenze nebank. So umuntu egcine seke ephumela ngaphandle. So ukulwa nokuthi silwe namabhenki ukuthi amabhenki bebangayenzi imali bebangabheki imali kepha or bebangabheki iprofit before people.
Okay, Mama, in as much as it's a basic human right, like shelter is a basic human right, but nemabhange now as a business in, so kumele ayithole leyo mali one way or the other.
Uqinisile akumele ayithole kepha ke kumele kubhekwe nesimo sokuthi umuntu ume kuphi ngoba eze abe ibhange nje is because loya muntu leya angeke abe ibhange nje ube ibank because umuntu angithi so naye makasebenzisana naloya muntu leya angaveli nje ngoba leyo muntu namhlanje akasena mali avela amlahlele ngaphandle ngoba nakhona labantu laba bayawalokhuzana lama bank lawo mongabheka lapha eproject Glen kwenzakalana babhadala ama-bank izindlu zabhidlika abantu abanalabalala khona uthini ke ulokhuzana the bank now ithini bank
amalungelo abo bese ayanyatheleka.
Exactly.
Ngabe sibiya ungafanza kufakaza kulo kushiya umake la ukuthi umuntu is not only losing a house but utfala nalomthwalo wale shortfall yalesikwenete salendlu.
Yeah, oqala nje angiqale nje ngithi Simphiwe ngiyabonga for ukuthola ithuba ukuthi ngize kule program elungelo la. Into esemqoka ukuthi asiqale la kuqala ukuthi asilwe nama eviction baba. Into esilwayo ukuthi ngendlela ama eviction aconductwa ngayo asetshenziswa ngayo imithetho. You see South Africa mangabana nje South Africa. South Africa is a west country. Mayiza kwindaba zokhishwa kwabantu ezindlini. Alikho ilizwe likhipha abantu ezindlini njenge South Africa. South Africa is a west country. Makuza uDecember njalo I'm a worried person. Ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi plus minus 10,000 household ziluza izindlu. Now okubhlungu ukuthi izindlu zithengiswa as cheap as 10 rand. As little as 50 rand. Now i question iba ukuthi ukhona umuntu ongaluza indlu yakhe nge 10 rand. you imagine unkwani i-property thengiswe nge-40,000 rands. Now, these are the things that I always argue engizilwa njalo ukuthi ema-court ethu ukuthi abantu bakithi ngokomthetho kufanele kube nelento ebizwa i-last resort. I-last resort ukuthi umuntu kwamanye ama-countries umnikezwa noma i-6 months noma unyaka ukuthi ke kubona ukuthi ku-restructure i-account yakhe. Ngoba you see i-20 years contract is not a child's play. Akusinto yokudlala. Ngeke ngiyibize i-death sentence. Ngoba you know ku-20 years contract angeke uhlale ungageji ukubhadala njengoba umama akhuluma ngoba thina singabantu abamnyama kuyenzakala ukuthi komunye umndeni ekhaya akunamali yokungcwaba ngiyakwazi ukuskipa ngithi ngiyongcwaba umndeni uyayithola naw leyo nto then ke sengenze ifault enkulu ngoba kusho ukuthi manje sengenze a biggest problem. Yabo now ke therefore ke
okay baba ngicela uthi uyibambe ngalapho ngidawuthanza ukukhuluma nawe kabanti ngenzaba ama evictions ukuthi what would your ideal situation be but ke kwanyalo ke noma ngabe uhlupheka kanganani bukele uma ngabe unendlu noma ke indzawo yokuhlala inhlupheko ayivakali kangako ngoba unesidzima kwanyalo ke asesishelele ngasetitolo. Tincingo tefike sethivuliwe mhlawumbe ke nawe uke wadlelwa indlu sishayele ke usitshele indzaba yakho ke namhla. Now babe sibiya ke before we went to that ad break bokhuluma ngenzaba ema evictions ukuthi the evictions are actually okay but it's the manner at which they are executed. So yini ideal situation yakho ungathanza ukuthi kwendeke kanjani?
Okay. Mina ngokwami ukuthi imithetho kufanele ilandelwe. Kunemithetho eminingi kunalento esibiza ama precedents e-constitutional court. Kunalento ebizwa i-ground breaking judgment. I-ground breaking judgment isho ukuthi kusho ukuthi indlela inqumo okufanele ama-court azilandele. Isinqumo sakhona sibizwa the Government of Republic of South Africa and others versus Grootboom and others. Volume 1 SA page 46 CC Constitutional Court. Isho ukuthi akungabi ne-eviction without an alternative accommodation. Mawuzenza eviction kunomthetho sibiza ukuthi Pi Act section 4 subsection 2 wonke umuntu okhishwe endlini ba ama-bank ngoba kokuqala before i-bank izongikhipha endlini kunomthetho obizwa i-NCA National Credit Act. Now kufanele kube ne-letter of demand. Sibiya sikunikeza 10 days uyasikoloda kuma-areas angaka. Now sicela ukuthi kule 10 days uze uzolungisa ama-areas akho noma uze ebank uzobonisana nebank. Abantu abaningi abakithi bayaya ebank, ibank ikubhalela incwadi wena bosuya ungasabhali incwadi uye ebank physically. Nayi mistake enye siyenza singabantu ngoba kufuneka ukuthi ngoba mayisifike ecourt icourt ikubuza ukuthi uyazi ukuthi ukoloda ibhanki wenze njani. Ngile bank mayingithumela incwadi but ibhanki ikuthumela incwadi wena uya ngomlomo uyayibona nawo lento awusazi nokuthi ukhulume nobani ebhanki yabo. So kusemqoka ukuthi ibhanki mayibhalile incwadi nawe uyiphendule ngencwadi yokuthi inkinga yami ile.
But lamabhange athini babesibiya athini abeka desire dini tekuthengisa lendlu ngemali encane?
Angizwa
abeka desire dini lamabhange ekuthengisa indlu ngemali encane 10 rand 50 rand 40,000.
You see lento le ngokomthetho ngiyibiza ukuthi is unconstitutional ayikho emgomeni ngoba kule country kunomthetho sibizwa ukuthi evaluation act. Makune disease let estates kushone umuntu kwizinto ezokushona okwamafa. Mawuphetha amafa endlu okokuqala umaster of high court ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ilifa oluphethe lendlu limalini imarket value. Noma kune liquidation kudliwa ama asset. Makunezindlu kufanele kwaziwe ukuthi lendlu mangabe iku liquidation by liquidator ibiza malini. So ke why amabhanki wona mangabe ngikoloda ibhanki ngoba because kuyenzakala ukuthi ngihlele endlini for 17 years ngisele nge3 years ukuthi ngiqode ibond yami. Kusho ukuthi imali engizabe ngiyikoloda ebank mhlawumbe izabe yi15,000 to 20,000. So it means indlu yami mayothengiswa ku-auction by usheriff iyothengiswa nge-20,000. Uyayibona nawo leyo nto. Manje umthetho, that's why ngilwa lento no Douglas Shaw ngo-2016 se-amende umthetho ukuthi umthetho awamendwe ukuthi indlu mangabe market value yendlu i-400,000 indlu ayithengiswe nge-400,000 ibank mangabe ikolodwa 20,000 ithatha i-20,000 yayo imali esalayo ize kimi mina umuntu ekhishwayo endlini.
Shosi nangabe libhange lithengisa lendlu nga-20,000, does that mean ukuthi mina ngisalikolota libhange noma ke sengiphume ngaphela ke
hayi khona usesene shortfall baba
kumele ngibhadale naleyo shortfall etukwaloko sengiluze nendlu.
Uluze nendlu imoto for instance, not only indlu nemoto imoto yakho ithathiwe has been repossessed.
Okay,
yabo mayirepossessiwe le moto ngisesene shortfall ngoba ukhumbule ukuthi kunenye into engekho fair la ngoba imoto mangizoyenza iloan yemoto imoto ngibhadala for 5 years but i-1 million nendlu i-1 million kodwa indlu kufanele ngibhadale for 20 years. Uyabona ukuthi akuna fairness lento esibiza mutati mutandisi. But ibank izokutshela ukuthi because I encourage abantu mangikwazi ukubhadala imoto for 5 years 1 million kusho ukuthi nendlu ngakwazi kuyibhadala for 5 years mos. Yabona why kungena striking of balance, you see.
Mayizodwa do wanna add on to that? Uyafuna umfakazela baba?
Yeah, ubaba umfakazela kwami ukuthi ngiyamfakazela kule part ukuthi kuyomela vele kube ne balance kulo ndawo leyo ngoba ngempela if ibank ingakwazi ukubhekela icustomer layo yona ebhekele nje ukuthi mina as a bank whatever ngizrana ibusiness ukuthi omunye umuntu kwenzakaleni ngaye anginandaba naye. So khona lapho ubu fairness abukho ezibengishilo naqana seqaleni ukuthi ezinye izinto zenziwe ukuthi siyanikezwa ukukhulumela ubaba ukuthi uthola hayi ukuthi wonke umuntu othatha ibond umuntu mhlambe o understanda imibhalo. Yeah, understand.
Njengoba bayashito ukuthi lapho sokukhanza ubhadalela i-shortfall soluze nendlu awusakhona ecala impilo kabusha ngoba
bedayisa.
But ke please hold your thought make ngicela siye lapha eKZN kunaphumla sakumule lihlelo niphumla sawubona.
Sawubona.
Kunjani mama?
Ngiyaphila baba njani?
Siyaphila ma. What's on your mind? Ungafuna kusitshelani?
Yebo. Ngifuna ukusho ukuthi ngo-2012 ngathenga umuzi from my neighbor. That time umuzi i-agreement yayiphakathi kwale help kwale neighbor kanye no fiance wami ngangakashadi naye. And then what happened is that now my fiance passed away last year in March. Now uma ngabe sengifuna ukuthi akanginikezi ama statements nothing kodwa umuzi bengikhokhela since 2012 until now. Uma eventually mesenginikeza ama statements engenzela calculation, there's no difference nje umuzi usakumali engawuthenga ngayo. I difference is only 6,000 rands kanti mina ngimkhokhela u3,400 rands every month. So I do not understand ukuthi ucalculate kanjani. So ibank, because it was a private bond, because umuzi was not bondable, state wawukusona uma ngabe usuthenga sawulungisa umuzi sawenza everything. Now umuzi is bondable, but now I'm not working, so I don't qualify for a loan as a bank to pay her off. I pay her every month, but umuzi, there is nothing that is going down. Umuzi is not like changing. My figures, they are still at 300,000 rand.
Okay. All right, Phumla, siyabonga kakhulu kusishayela. Babe Sibiya ungathaza kumphendula Phumla.
Yeah, no, ngathanda ukumphendula. Umama nje okokuqala ngizothanda ukuthi okokuqala lezi zinto zingama contract mama. Umama ngizomnikeza i-email, angi-emailele useThekwini angithi.
Yes, useThekwini.
Usenake, okay. Ngeyi20 ngizobe ngiseThekwini. Ngizobe nginembizo eThekwini eyezindlu. Umama eze ngizobe ngise Wentworth.
Okay.
Yeah, uzothatha ama numbers ami ngizobe ngise-Wentworth ukusukela nge-21 izika no nge-27 zale nyanga
ngizobe through our producers.
Yeah, through producers.
All right, umnumzane Nkwane ke akayeva kule nsambatheka kulomzuzu bekunene asesithathe likhefu sebuye khona nyalo. Tincingo tethu setivuliwe ke ungasishayela licingo khona lapha e-studio kanzi ke sitayifunza nemlayeto lenibhale ku Facebook ku Twitter khona lapha ke ehlelweni. We have on the line consumer activist Elias Shamatla. Sakumola ehlelweni Elias sawubona. Now I'm sure you've been listening to this discussion. What are your thoughts regarding repossession of properties?
Okay, I've listened to all the sides and then again, talking from experience, right? Before you get to the auction of the house, like Ubaba Shulo, you start off with the Section 129 letter, which is the letter of demand. And the letter gives the consumer an opportunity to apply for debt review, to be protected from losing his asset. So it's either you can make an arrangement with the bank or you can apply for debt review. If that doesn't happen, the bank will issue summons and serve summons. The mistake that we make is that when we buy the houses, is that we use the address of where we are living. Let's say, for example, I come from KZN and I buy the property in Johannesburg and I'm renting a flat. When they ask me about my domicilium address, I give them the KZN address because I know that where I'm staying now, I'm going to move in 3 months' time.
Right.
So when the bank summonses me, they send the summons to KZN, which is the domicilium address, and I don't get that summons.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, sometimes it happens that the summons get served to the wrong address.
True.
And you as a consumer never knew about it. And then all that you know is that somebody has bought your property, you have to move out. You can dispute that. It has happened quite often, and we have dealt with those issues whereby the sheriff served the summons at the wrong address. That means that the whole sale process has to be reversed because the property was sold illegally or unlawfully. The other thing is, if the bank says to you, we give you an opportunity to sell the house, give us a mandate to sell the house on your behalf. If the property is sold at a loss, we're going to give you a 50% discount on the shortfall. Some people do that, some people don't. That's why when you go to the likes of My Roof website, there are a lot of properties listed there whereby the person says, I cannot afford to pay this house, please bank, sell it for me.
Now, Elias, you've also touched on debt review. In most cases, some of the consumers do apply for a debt review, but they are being declined. Where to from there?
No, they are not being declined per se. What happens is that they will enter debt review, and something will go wrong inside the debt review process. It's either the person does not have enough to meet the bank's requirements. Remember, in 2010, there was a moratorium from the banks and NCR to say the banks from 2010 till now, they will accept a minimum of 70% of the contractual installments on the houses.
Okay.
If you've got a bond and you are under debt review, the bank says we will accept at least 70% of the contractual installment. But if you default while under debt review, that's when they take legal action. But let's fast forward to the issue of 40,000 rand.
Okay.
This is what happens. If I work for the bank, I'm a debt collector, I'll request the valuation of the house, and the valuer will give me the valuation of the house. And then I'll request the statement of rates and taxes from the municipality. Then I calculate what is called a bid figure. This bid figure, like for example, the valuation that I'm going to use, I don't use the market valuation. I use the first sale value, which is 80% of the valuation of the property. Then I prepare my bid figure. I notify my attorney or my lawyer to say, go to the sheriff's auction, there's an auction on the 25th of May. I want you to go and represent me as a bank. What I want on this house, I want 40,000 rand.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
But if it's a township house, and the property is in Protea, the property is in Kailicha, I say to my attorney, do not attend the auction. That is a high-risk area because the people there don't want to be evicted. So we call it a no bid, no sale auction. No bid, no sale, meaning if there's no bid, there's no sale. If there's a bid for 10 rand, that person buys the property for 10 rand.
Okay.
But
let's try to balance the conversation if you can. Let's try to balance the conversation. Now, you're speaking on behalf of the consumers, but then, well, it's a pity the banks are not here to speak on behalf of the banking sector. But in most cases, most of these banks are finding it challenging, to manage the remainder of non-performing loan books because these cases take longer to settle as a result of the sequestration, for instance. So the banks in this particular instance, they're being compromised or prejudiced.
True, but it depends on how you manage your book as a bank. Because first of all, you need a subject matter expert in the bank to run the home loans legal book. But unfortunately, as things stand right now, you don't have subject expert expert there in the banks as we speak right now. Because if you are the subject matter expert in the home loans, you will know that you have got the right of policy. Then before you sell the property, you look at your right of policy. What does my right of policy say? If my right of policy allows me to write off the amount, I can reach an agreement with the owner of the house. Okay. Therefore, I do not have an eviction issue. I mean, previously, the banks involved the civic associations, the community leaders to say, we have got this issue in this area. Come forward, let's arrange on how we assist these consumers. Yes, if you are a consumer, you are not coming forward, you are sitting on, you are taking the bank's property for free, then you have got a problem. But look at this. Last week, a consumer received summons, actually, and the judgment date was last week. He came to us. He doesn't have a lawyer. He doesn't have money. He's presenting a reasonable offer to the bank, which they declined because it does not meet with their policy. So what we said to the consumer, go to the High Court, go and face the judge and tell the judge how much you can afford. Okay. And the court agreed with the consumer. So we are saying it's not at the end of the day, if you are a consumer and the bank doesn't want to accept your proposal, go to court and state your case to the court. Most probably the court will listen to you, but you must stick to that arrangement.
Right, right. Okay, Elias, please stay on the line. We'll certainly continue our conversation in just a moment. Ngiyathemba nimvile ke Elias ukuthi ukhuluma ngani next ukuteka indzaba yini.
Ngachaza ukufakaza kuloko. Ucomment la kulento okhulunywa Elias, I want to agree naye kwezinye ezidingo. But you see ama-judge babahlukene. Ama-judge are not awafani. Omunye judge uzoku-understand, omunye ngeke understand. Right, you see problem iba lapho baba. You see, that's why I always argue njalo ukuthi no judge, judge president, ukuthi ama-judgment ethu are not inconsistent. In fact, ama-judgment ethu are conflicting. Are conflicting in this way. Ujudge omunye uzorula ngale ndlela, omunye arule ngale ndlela. Because for argument's sake, njengoba ukhuluma ngecase kaNkwane elokuzaneni ePretoria, eNorthern Gauteng, South Gauteng High Court. South Gauteng High Court judge unikeza i-reserve price, but eTshwane akanikezanga i-reserve price. So uyabona ukuthi akuna consistency kuma-judges, so therefore it means we have a struggle as ama-activists to ensure ukuthi kuba ne-consistency, as I've said ngikhulume nge-judgment ka-Grootboom and others, ukuthi it's very important that ukuthi kube consistency. Yabona kube nama-precedent along those lines.
Okay. Mazoda, I want to engage you shortly after the break. But for now, let's take a short commercial break. Asibambe lapho ke inkulumo yethu embukeli siyabuya emva kwelikhefu. uke wadlelwa indlu noma ke wacishe wadlelwa indlu ke noma ke yipi property onayo singathanza ukuva indzaba yakho ke sishayele ke noma ke usibhalele ku Facebook na ku Twitter. Keep those Facebook messages coming, keep those calls coming. Let's now go to our first batch of Facebook messages for this hour. Okay, Lungisani Musawe Nkosi uthi yena kwanzima madoda ukuthi indlu yemali engaka ingadayiswa ngemali encane kangaka. Lokhu ke akukuhle ngempela amabhange akayeke ukudlala ngabantu kanje. Lusiwe uthi ama-bank asile nawo akukho fair. Namuzi nayo phinze athi it's totally unfair for the banks to sell a house for peanuts. The owner will be homeless and still be listed under credit bureau because people will find help on this program. All right, let's go to our next caller. Sina Adelaide ulapha ke Soweto. Sakumoda hleleni sawubona.
Hello.
Adelaide kunjani?
I'm okay, Nuda.
Hi, siyaphila. What's on your mind, ma'am?
Bengifuna ukubuza ubaba uSibiya. Ngine bond ngihlala eProtea. And I've just discovered last year ukuthi indlu yami inama insurance policy I2.
Okay.
Enye it's for 140,000, enye it's for 231. But the only thing engikhumbulayo mina ngisayinele ye 140. 140. Le 231 bangitshela ukuthi is computer generated. So I want to know how do I go about this, because ngithi bayicancela they are giving me a runaround ngayo ebank.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sicela ukuthi ubambe kancane ngathi ufuna ukukhuluma nawe baba Sibiya.
Yeah, no. Kundaba uthe umama kanjani?
U-Adelaide.
U-Adelaide. Mama Adelaide eProtea, yes. Kakhulu mama kundaba ama insurance kunenkinga enkulu in relation to my insurance. I must mention that ukuthi when usasengcono ngoba kuthiwa kunama insurance. In all cases that I have mina before me, ayikho indlu insurance like ethi ibhadale khona before. Yabo ngoba because insurance it must say ngibhadale to this how far, and then when I selele this how far. Yeah, ithola now leyo nto. So but at no given stage where insurance has been paid. But umama bengizocela ukuthi ke I'll give him my contact numbers so that ukuthi ngikwazi ukwenza follow up kuma insurance akhe ngwabheke ama policies, because you need to read those policies back with his team ngoba into important, these are legally matters. You need to go through to those issues. Yeah, and look at what are the implications. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Adelaide sitakuxhumanisa ke nababa Sibiya ke in just a moment. Ama producers will get in touch with you. Let's go to Soweto as well. Sinampumelelo on the line. Sakumukela Mpumelelo. Sawubona.
Kunjani kodwa?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Akukho right man. Ngwele isho yenu la sinenkinga nathi la baba mwathenga indlu la eDobsonville extension 3 ngo1988. Sihlale lapha 15 years, then ibank yas evicta because bekabhatala NPS azange basiphi nje RDP till 2 days sahlala estradeni butam. Ubaba makazama ukuthi athole indaba zama-form C nani inkinga asazi butam soloko simila namhlanje sestradeni besicela nisisize.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu kusishayela Mpumelelo. Hey, indzaba lenkulu le and is so prevalent throughout the country.
Okay.
So bangasizakala kanjani kubantu abanjalo?
Ngiphendule ke. Yeah, eDobsonville in particular. Mayikhuluma ngo1988. Ama two-room garage by PEM, NPS, United, Allied, Nesambo.
Okay.
Before kuba nabo ABSA. ABSA is Amalgamated Banking of South Africa. Kusho ukuthi iyo iya consider wonke lama bank abo NPS abo United. That's why we Amalgamated Banking of South Africa.
Okay.
Then it difference ngoba iPEM yona yathathwa iNetbank. Now okay, those are much problem. You'll find with this property akhuluma ngayo has been sold for 10 rand or 50 rand or 400 rand in particular because he lazy is a two-room garage. Now okay, bengizocela ukuthi ubhuti njengoba asho ukuthi ke indlu yakubo seyathathwa. Most important thing engizelela kule program ya today ukuthi I want to announce to all the people that since 1994 from laba especially laba bama PEM from 1986 because ama garage and two-room garage started imali ama two-room garage ngo 1986. Yiba abantu abaningi abalosha ngoba government, when government took over in 1994, Nelson Mandela when announced ukuthi abantu abamnyama for the first time they are going to own properties. Now ama-bank they went to president and say kunabantu abasikolota imali 2-room and garage. So you cannot give them a title deed because you know you cannot get a title deed from the bank until you complete your bond. Yeah, so now the government yafuna ukwazi ukuthi how many of those people abakolota, especially lezi indlu zakudala zaselokishini lezi ezibizwa ama-1990s lease. So kwatholakala ukuthi lezo zindlu nationally zi-33,000 abantu bebekolota ama-bank. Kusho ukuthi bakolota bani? O-ABSA no-Nedbank. So now u-government bathoke because bayi-33,000 mangabe ngifuna labo bantu ukuthi mhlambe ngibarayizele imali ngibabhadalele, what are the cost implication? Kwatholakala ukuthi it's 1.277 billion rand.
Really?
That's why kwaba ne-SAFCON, kwaba nethuba elisha, because bokwenzwa lento okuthiwa i-normalization. Ukuthi how do you yabo lento okuthiwa yabo kunabantu abaningi in East Rand aba-benefit out of that, abathola ama-alternative accommodation, lento ebizwa i-right sizing. Yabona? Ngokomthetho umuntu was supposed not to be thrown out of the street, was supposed to be given an alternative accommodation. Yabo? But I want to go beyond that to say,
I understand you have a solution to those who've been evicted in terms of e-class action, but I want to engage you more in just a moment. Magezodwa ungafuna kufakaza kulo lakusho i-callers noma ke babe
yeah, umpumelelo leceda ukufuna khona manje leyo iyenza kakhulu ezunithi why silwa namabhenki kubo ngoba besilwisa wona amabhenki ukuthi kanjani abantu baphume endlini. It's a family yaphuma endlini because kukolotwa imali eyayenzwa umkhulu or yayenzwa ugogo or ubaba ushonile sokusela abantwana abasebenzi naleyo ungabi nemisebenzi iye ekhwasa yonke lento le ngoba abasakwazi ukuqhubeka nokuthi babhadale lesikweleti lesi njengoba ubaba usibiya eyilokhuzana eqhaqha kahle ukuthi kuyokafinyelela kulesimo lesi. Understand ukuthi abantu bakolete imali engaka ukuthi manje ugovernment nama banks bakhulumisana yayibona into ezinjalo. So la kunemali phakathi izinto ziyadrag mesingakubona khona manje it's not only umpumelelo miningi imizi eSoweto le abantu abaluze izindlu enamhlanje ngikhuluma njena lezo zindlu lezo ezathengiswa kuma auction sekwama double story namhlanje because zathengwa ngemali encane umuntu waseke ayawakha i double story bapha abanikazi ababehlala lapho na abanye bapintshene njena emagarage abanye njena kuthiwa basebahlala kuma tin house uphuma ku 4-room house or 5-room house so uyahlala ku tin house and then futhi besibuye sithi bayadina labantu abahlala emikhukhwini babuya kuphi wena ukhohliwe awulandela ukuthi inkinga yini abantu bazibafinyelele lapha yana.
All right, asasithathe ke likhefu lethu legcina siyabuya khona nyalo. Asiphinde sikubongele futhi mbukele ngaphandle ukuthi ke sichubeke inkulumo yethu ke asesive lesicwayiso kulabo labafuna ukuthenga tindlu especially kulabo labathenga tindlu ke. Okay, let's take a look at this clip.
I was under pressure to buy this house, so I like to advise all of those who want to buy and say, please do your homeworks, because now what I'm feeling inside is I'm not happy. I'm very sad.
We also have a consumer activist on the line, Elias Shamatla, ulapha Edenvale. It's back to you, Elias. Now, as a parting shot, what would be the ideal situation? Let's talk about the win-win situation so that all parties are satisfied. What would be your ideal situation in terms of recovery for the banks? Do you think there's other alternatives other than repossession?
Well, yes. I mean, we have done that before. There are alternatives. For example, if the consumer is willing to let the property go, for example, if you know that you are over 50 years old, you can't recover and buy another property afterwards if you lose this one. Rather say to the bank, I've got the tenant here, I'm going to sit the lease agreement to you, the bank, the tenant is going to pay to you. In other words, if my installment is 4,000 rand and I can get a tenant for 4.5, let me allow the tenant to stay in my property, pay my bond while I'm fixing my things. And once I'm sorted, I can give the tenant the notice and go back to my house. That way, everybody is happy. The bank is happy they're getting their money. I'm also happy because I'm retaining my property. The other thing is, if you are working, things happen. If your partner loses the job, or when you lose your commission or your overtime, you are no longer earning the same salary that you earned when you bought the property. What you can do is apply for debt review so that you can be able to pay the reduced installments. But if everything has been done, now you've got a judgment in place. Talk to the bank and say, the bank, even though you have got judgment against my name, this is my story, here is my proposal. I propose to pay X amount and until I get back onto my feet. You can make a proposal that is renewable or to be reviewed every 6 months.
All right, Elias, we really appreciate your time. Unfortunately, you have to end it there. Mamzota, your final comments?
My final comments eviction emabhonzini kusho ukuthi because yakhona retrenchment low salaries, affordability end up ukuthi ababa kuma debt, and then also a problem, and city our government failed poor people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Babasbi, your closing comments.
My closing remarks.
There's a class action on the way.
My closing remarks, Uguti, I want to bring a hope to those people that have lost hope. From 1994 until manje. Njengale khole yase Dobsonville bekhuluma ukuthi ubababo since 1988, you know. Now, abantu bonke abayevictwe, abaluza izindlu zabo from 1994 until manje. Ngicela i-chance yabo is up to this month because ngiye court nge class action.
Okay. Kumele bende njani?
We wanted the following issues. Umuntu oyevictwe endlini kufanele eze ne-information ezi-3. 1, i-mortgage bond, i-contract yakhe ne-bank. Mangabe yabazali kufanele eze nayo. Abantwana bari ne-right ukuza nabo so ba-advisor because kufanele baye ka-masters bane-right kulolu lifa labo.
So ningatholakala kanjani?
Okay. Thina-ke sise Albertina Sisulu. Sise number 107 khona Albertina Sisulu no small edrobheni. Yabo. So-ke sisuwa kama-bank for 60 billion rands, which is 4 major banks. I-Nedbank, i-ABSA, i-FNB, ne-Nedbank for 60 billion rands. So I'm encouraging bonke abantu abaluza izindlu since 1994 to come forward. Sizobanikeza ithemba.
We really truly appreciate your time. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuhlangela nathi. All right. My details aboge my guest ethu ayatholakala ke on our Facebook page. All the information, all you need to know is available on our Facebook page Yilungelo Lakho. Kuthiwa ke longapheli kuyahlola kumbukele nathi ke ngabe kunjalo. Sesifike emaphethelweni elihlelo lethu namhlanje. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi uhlethi nathi kwaze kwaba nginyalo. Siyabonga futhi nasedvakashini tethu ngesipha lwadi lolubandi. Lo hlelo litawuphindwa ngalesine ngensimbi elishumi ebusuku SABC 1. Lethi ke inhlelo tethu yatholakala ku YouTube. Kanti ke sitawube sikhona futhi bukhoma ngemsombuluko lotako khona la ku SABC 1 eMzansi for sure nga 12 emini. From me Simphiwe Ngwane and the rest of the team, have a blessed week. Cheers.